Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a reading on your person's current feelings for you. As always, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. With that said, we have pile 1 with smoky quartz, pile 2 with sodalite, and pile 3 with blue goldstone. Hello, pile 1, my smoky quartz pile. Let's get into it. Let's see what your person's current feelings are for you, what has been on their mind in regard to you and in regard to the connection that the two of you share. Okay, let's see. Let's get some insight into how your person is currently feeling about you. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is immediately going to point out that maybe for some of us, we are low or no contact with this person because things do feel, at least with the Four of Swords, a little bit stagnant right now. Part of that could be because of the Five of Wands, which jumped out next. And the Five of Wands can indicate conflict. It can indicate arguments. But sometimes to me, it'll just indicate simply like we're not on the same page. And that could be something that's on your person's mind right now. They could feel like they need to draw back into themselves, or they need to take some time away from the connection because they feel like the two of you are not on the same page. So it's kind of like right now, you and your person might be in separation. You and your person might be low or no contact. And part of the reason why they're drawing away from the connection at this point in time could be due to the two of you not being on the same page about what it is that you would want, need, deserve, and desire from the connection. Let's get some more context out here, though. Let's see what is happening, what is going on. We've got the Six of Pentacles. So for me, I feel like what's going on here with the Six of Pentacles, to me, that's a card of reciprocation. To me, the Six of Pentacles is going to represent that, at least in this situation, part of what the arguments could have been about is someone in the connection not feeling prioritized, or somebody not being able to give their time, effort, and energy to the connection in the way in which they should, in the way in which the other person would want, need, deserve, and desire. So basically, right now, as it stands, and as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. If this does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. Perhaps this is not your pile. But I would say for most of us that this reading is meant for. Us and this person have separated. We weren't really spending that much time together. Either we were not devoting our time, effort, and energy to the connection, or they were not devoting their time, effort, and energy to the connection. And I feel like for a lot of us, it was probably them who was not prioritizing us. We could have felt neglected within this connection. We could have felt like things were not advancing to the point in which we would want them to be at, dependent on the length of time that we were with or knew this person. And I feel like things are very stagnant. I feel like even the stagnancy could have been something that caused some arguments or some conflict between the both of you. Because there was this stagnancy due to somebody not prioritizing the connection, and that could have been one of the main causes of conflict between the both of you. You might have felt like, or they might have felt like, things were not advancing or things were not deepening in the level of commitment within this connection because somebody was being neglectful of the connection. So I do hope that that makes sense. For those of us who this is meant for, we have the Three of Swords jumping out next. So that Three of Swords as well is going to indicate that we just, like at this point in time, when it comes to this person and when it comes to the way in which they are feeling about us, they feel very heartbroken. They don't feel right. Like, and that's the thing too. So let's just say if this person is the main reason why there was conflict, if this person at times was neglectful or not prioritizing the connection, whatever the case might be, it seems like to me they're still very hurt by the way that things ended up. Like, and I feel like the gist of this, or the one thing that I keep getting from this, is not being on the same page. And I feel like that's something that really hurt this person, regardless of if they were one of the main reasons why the two of y'all could not get on the same page. It just feels like, to me, they feel kind of hopeless about this connection at this point in time. What this is bringing me to, so I'm kind of curious if the card will jump out, is and this just came out, I just did another collective reading where a message like this was put out there, where it's like this person feels as though they're being fair to you, because in some way, shape, or form they weren't able to provide you with what it is that they should be providing you with. And like, let's say, despite the fact that they have feelings for you, and a lot of times this comes from someone not feeling like they are settled within their own lives. You know, like, this person could be struggling when it comes to work or when it comes to their education. And even if they're not struggling when it comes to their work or their education, they might have a preoccupation with their work. And maybe for some of them, they were workaholics and they were neglecting us due to work responsibility. However, I do feel like even when people are settled or to the outside you're looking in, they appear to be stable and secure financially, there's, it just feels like, or it's this feeling of never being quite satisfied with where you are at, and not feeling like you have much to offer to the other person, not feeling like you'd be able to provide for the other person, because you're not at that point yet within your career where you feel settled, stable, and secure within your own life for yourself. So I feel like that's something that could be going on here. I do feel like this person is very upset with themselves. They're upset with the situation. They don't want it to be this way. We've got the Eight of Cups jumping out next. We have the Star. Just want to get I guess we'll do two more cards. We have the Artist. So there's a crap ton of idealism between these two cards that just jumped out, which to me, like, this bottom row so far is basically a very strong message of them hoping that they can resolve things with you. And we've got the Six of Swords. So to me, the main thing here is that this person feels like the two of you will be able to resolve things. But again, I feel like first of all, the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords can be indicative of positive movement forward. And for a lot of us, this means that this person wants to try to make positive movement forward toward us. However, with that whole thing that I'm getting when it comes to career, when it comes to this person not feeling settled or secure within their own life, it to me also would seem like they're waiting until they are. They're continuing to make positive movement forward within their career. And for some of them, they might be releasing some of this, what I would say is maybe outdated thinking, or some of this conditioning, where they feel like they need to be I'm going to say this, and of course, don't get stuck on the gender. It's not really a gender thing. Even though I'm about to say, like, this person feels like they have to be the man. They feel like they have to be the provider. And of course, whether it's male or female energy that's coming through here, I just feel like the easiest way for me to describe it, as well as the message that I literally got from it, is the man. Like, they're looking to be the provider within this situation, and the fact that they're not there yet is something that they feel very heartbroken about, because they can't get on the same page about this connection until they feel settled, stable, and secure within their own lives. And I feel like for some of them, when we go to Six of Pentacles, Three of Swords to the Eight of Cups, some of them are going to heal and resolve that way of thinking and begin to recognize that they need to make positive movement forward within this connection before they lose you. Whereas some of them are, kind of just continuing to do the same exact thing. They're not going to be on the same page until they're able to provide you with what it is that they feel like they need to provide you. And this situation is going to remain low or no contact, or the situation is going to remain in separation until they feel like they've gotten their shit together. And then they can finally make positive movement forward toward deepening the level of commitment and starting and creating and building a life with you. And then we end again with the Six of Swords, positive movement forward. But at times the Six of Swords can indicate slow and steady progress. So whether it's in regard to this person's career, or whether it's in regard to them healing from some of this outdated conditioning like thinking, this is definitely a connection that has taken its darn time to make positive movement forward. I also feel like the Six of Swords would indicate that we're moving forward toward a time of stability and security, which is good when it comes to this person's mindset, but also good when it comes to the connection. However, until they resolve what they've got going on up here, until they feel like they've made enough progress for themselves within their own lives, it seems as though they're holding back from the future that they hope for with you and the future that they see between the two of you. So I do hope that that makes sense in some way, shape, or form. In case anyone was wondering, the card that I was wondering would jump out would have been the Justice card. Because to me, the Justice card at times will definitely bring up that message a lot of wanting to be fair to your partner. And sometimes us being fair to the other people in our lives do mean something like a separation, or do mean not pursuing something that you know you're not going to be able to be on the same page about, or not pursuing something when you know you're going to be neglectful of, or not being able to prioritize your partner. However, I do feel very strongly in saying that that same sort of message came through for me without the card having to jump out. So we have the Graduate, and we have I Like You. Let me get two more cards from the other half of the deck, since this one is a very large once you put the three of them together. Okay. We also have Island Time. Let me get you out of here. And we have Splitsville. So again, I actually feel like the Oracle cards do a pretty decent job of painting somewhat of a picture of what it is that we've gone over. So the Graduate card is a new phase or stage in a relationship. Someone has grown, healed, and evolved. And I kind of feel like that's what it is that we're waiting for here. You know, we're waiting for this person to feel like they have made enough progress within their own lives, that they are settled within their own lives before they make that positive movement forward toward us and act on the feelings, the romantic feelings that they have for us. When we move over to the other side, we see that that they are certainly taking their damn time, that this is happening in your own time, active, have a relaxed attitude, be more lighthearted, meditate, etc. And then we also have Splitsville, leaving quickly and decisively. The relationship is devolving or ending, not keeping in touch, and time alone. And I do feel like, yet again, within this situation, for many of us, we are low or no contact when it comes to this person. We've had some type of falling out when it comes to this connection with this person. And it seems as though this situation, it's going to take some time to resolve. It's going to take some time for this person to enter their new life phase so that the two of you can enter into a new relationship stage with one another. But I do feel like either way you slice it, this person's hurt. They don't really like what occurred here. I would say that they're very upset by what occurred here between the both of you. Maybe for some of us, it's almost like you started something that you couldn't really start to begin with, if that makes sense. I feel like there's an expression that I would butcher if I knew what it was, but I feel like the two of you started something here that you couldn't really keep up with due to whatever was going on, especially in your person's personal life and maybe even perhaps in yours. And due to that, now there are some hurt feelings, or there was some conflict between the two of you because one or both of you, let's say, was not able to commit your time, effort, and energy to the other person. I do feel like the two of you are very hopeful for a future together, but for the time being, while this person seems to begin to feel more settled and secure within their own life, again, I feel like the Graduate card kind of sums it up. Like, there's the new life phase that your person's hoping to go into. And then there's a new stage in a relationship that's indicated on that card as well. And I feel like until your person either releases the mindset or enters into their new life stage or new life phase, that it's going to basically take that amount of time for the two of you to begin to explore the connection with one another again. I do hope that that makes sense. Now, the last thing that I'm going to leave off with is what I always say as a disclaimer, because I feel like for some of us, it could feel like, and it does feel like, we at times are waiting around for this person to come back around to us. In that regard, I always never recommend to wait for someone, regardless of what a reading or anyone else might say, because when we're waiting around for somebody, we are missing out on other meaningful experiences in life and within our love lives. So I do hope that that makes sense. I hope that this reading got to who it was meant to get to, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 2, my sodalite pile. Let's see what is going on in your connection. How is your person currently feeling about you and about the connection itself? What is on your person's mind when it comes to you? How are they currently feeling about you and about the connection that the two of you share? How is your person currently feeling about you? We start out with the Ace of Cups, which is such a lovely little way to start when it comes to this reading. Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles. So to me, what this is immediately going to represent within your connection is that this person has romantic feelings for you and that they wish to share them or express them so that the two of you could move forward towards something more stable and committed with one another, which is lovely to see here when we are discussing somebody's feelings. We have the Knight of Cups. So to me, for some of us, we could already be dating this person. For others, that Knight of Cups is a very, very good sign that this person is going to express the way in which they feel. Okay, especially with the Ace of Cups there, we have the Knight of Pentacles jumping out next. So this person's really looking to create something long-term, stable, and secure with you. Lovely, lovely to see. Let's see what else we get out here. And maybe we've got Queen of Wands. Let's just pull all the cards first and then we will start going over them. Ooh. We've got the King of Wands. We have the Sun. And we have the Ace of Pentacles as well. So what a lovely, lovely little spread that we have going on here. For a lot of us, I feel like for some of us, this could be somebody that maybe we've already been seeing or dating, which this absolutely bodes well. For others, I feel like this could be someone who's more so of a romantic interest at this point in time, only because the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles definitely would highlight that there's a new feeling for this. And even with that said, maybe this is somebody new that we have been dating. Whatever the case might be, this person sees the opportunity that exists within this connection and they want to continue to explore it. So we start out with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups in general is indicative of a new romantic relationship. It's indicative of romantic feelings, and it can be indicative of us sharing those and expressing those feelings that we have. I feel like for both of you, this could be a new emotional experience in the sense of the two of you really seem to be opening up to one another. The two of you really seem to be able to be emotionally vulnerable, and there's a lot of emotional intelligence, let's say, between the both of you. Overall, it just seems as though the two of you are on the same page. It seems as though the two of you are wanting to move forward towards something more so stable and committed with one another. I feel like the Ace of Cups, of course, is going to bring up the potential that the person sees in this connection, but that King of Pentacles would highlight to me that this person really wants to be able to have a solid, stable, and secure relationship with you. I feel like the King of Pentacles would indicate that this person is perhaps trying to show you or prove to you that they are somebody who you can rely on, depend on, who will be there for you, who will be able to provide for you. And I feel like since we're, of course, checking in on how this person feels about you, I would say it's safe to assume here, especially since the two of you have been deepening the emotional bond between the both of you, that this person feels like you are someone who they feel safe, comfortable, stable, secure around, that you're somebody who provides them with a lot of emotional support and uplifting, and vice versa. This seems like a very mutually beneficial, I guess would be the word, like a mutually beneficial partnership where the two of you really do seem to be on the same page about what it is that you see in regard to the future of this connection. And it also seems as though the two of you really do support one another, uplift one another. It seems like the two of you are able to depend on and rely on the other person. It seems like the two of you are on the same page about what it is that you've wanted for your futures. There's a lot of core values that are in common between the both of you. And overall, this has the makings for a very lovely, long-term, fulfilling, healthy, loving, romantic relationship as time goes on. We move forward to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is definitely good news for those of us that maybe we have not fully expressed our feelings to this person, or they have not fully expressed their feelings toward us, because the Knight of Cups to me is going to indicate that there is actual action being made within this connection, or actual action being taken. So in that case, it would seem highly likely that this person is going to express the way in which they feel. The Knight of Cups can literally mean a romantic gesture, aka asking you out, or a romantic gesture, aka moving the connection forward, or a romantic gesture in the sense of this person expressing their feelings for you and the two of you beginning to explore a more so romantic connection with one another. The Knight of Pentacles would indicate that for some of us, this has been a long time coming. And I feel like that can make sense for different people in different ways. For some of us, in regard to the connection itself, us and this person could have had feelings for one another for a very long time, and we are starting to explore the romantic aspect of this connection versus a friendship or a colleague relationship that has been in existence within this connection. For others, it could be that we recently started dating again. We met this great person, but we have been single for a hot minute. So again, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Hopefully one of those things, maybe even both of them, resonate for you in some type of way. My other thing with the Knight of Pentacles is it's mainly I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is mainly focusing on, of course, the feelings, the emotions that this person has toward you, and they do have very strong romantic feelings, while the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles are more so highlighting the fact that this person wants to build a stable and secure life with you. And that Knight of Pentacles is a card which can definitely indicate building the foundation for the two of you to build a life off of, which is absolutely beautiful to see. Then we move forward to the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, two divine counterparts. With that said, I look at these two like the sexiest of all the queens, the sexiest of all the kings. The two of you are highly attractive / highly attracted to one another. I feel like this is a strong indication that the two of you let's say, keep things fresh and have the capability of keeping things fresh within this connection. I also feel like both of these cards will highlight that one of the main aspects of our connection with this person is experiencing and exploring. With that said, we might have tried a lot of new things with this person, or we might want to try new things with this person. We might, go on little adventures with this person. This can be an indication that us and this person do have this sense of adventure, and that's something that is, again, making the two of you highly compatible. Not only do you have core values in common and want the same things for your futures, but the two of you also have your personalities, let's say, in common. That the two of you are very charismatic, that there's a lot of chemistry between the both of you, that the two of you like to experience and explore. The two of you might be a little bit more daring and courageous, that the two of you have very good sense of humors, or your sense of humors are, you have that in common as well. There's one other thing that I have on the tip of my tongue that I want to say, but I don't feel like I'm going to remember what it is. But when it comes to this Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, I feel like that's definitely highlighting that there's a, resonance in your personalities as well. You have a lot of the same interests, or share some common interests with one another. And I feel like when it comes to that sense of exploration, or the fact that the two of you like to experience and explore new things, it allows for the both of you to continue to keep the relationship fresh even as time goes on. Now, when we move forward to the Sun, the Sun to me is going to bring up a couple of different things, but mainly truthfulness, honesty. So again, for many of us, we could be at the stage where this person's trying to either deepen the level of commitment, or they're trying to express their romantic feelings for us. And in that case, the Sun is highlighting that this person is going to be open and honest. They're going to share whatever their authentic feelings are with you, and they're going to tell you the truth and how it is that they've been feeling about you. The other thing when it comes to the Sun is, for me, it would highlight that the two of you are yet again highly compatible with one another. That the two of you really seem to enjoy one another and enjoy one another's company. The two of you seem to have, I guess it's kind of the same thing, but the two of you seem to have a lot in common with one another. And when we move forward to the Ace of Pentacles to me is representative of opportunity and potential. And to me, it's like the two of you see the potential within this connection. The two of you see that there's an opportunity here between the both of you to have a happy and healthy relationship with one another. And it seems like both of you are wanting to explore the romantic feelings that you have for one another. Okay, we are getting some oracle cards out here, and as you can see, we started out with the card Proposal, which to me is definitely highlighting, and we've got the Graduate jumping out next. It's funny because I'm only pulling 4 of these, but the Graduate also jumped out for pile 1. And let's get a few more cards out here. That was way, way, way too many. But let's get a few more. We have Exclusive, and we have Total Connection. So, as we can see here, even the oracle cards are highly positive when it comes to this connection between you and your person of interest. Okay, that going back to the subject of the Ace of Pentacles for a second, this person definitely sees that there's potential and opportunity for the two of you to either be something more than you are currently, and in that case, maybe the two of us are friends, maybe the two of us are colleagues, whatever the case might be. But at the end of the day, this person sees that there could be something very stable, settled, secure, and long-term between the both of you. And I feel like when it comes to that Ace of Pentacles, this person doesn't want to miss out on their opportunity. As to me, at times, the Ace of Pentacles can also indicate us moving forward with an opportunity. It's not us missing out on it, it's us moving forward toward it. And I feel like that's the perfect place to end off with the tarot cards and move forward to proposal. Getting proposed to, a surprise gift, something that is proposed, things moving to the next level. And I feel like whatever the two of you are to one another right now, the both of you are certainly moving forward to the next level of this connection. Okay, so if the two of you are friends, that would be moving forward towards something like exclusivity. If the two of you have been dating, again, even if the two of you are like, let's say, just dating one another, we're moving forward toward a more so committed relationship. And if the two of you are already in that committed relationship, then a proposal might be on the way. We move forward to the graduate, new life phase or a stage in a relationship. Someone has grown, healed, and evolved. And I feel like that growing, healing, and evolving is perhaps something that the two of you have done separately before ever really meeting one another, or before ever exploring the romantic aspect of this connection. Because again, for some of us, that Knight of Pentacles means that we were single for a hot minute. And maybe our person was also single for a hot minute. And due to that, it seems as though we put some time, effort, and energy into our careers, into ourselves, into our personal and spiritual growth, etc., whatever the case might be. But I feel like a lot of the growing, healing, and evolving has taken place prior to us ever exploring the romantic aspect of this connection, at least for many of us. That new life stage or phase in a relationship is yet again reiterating that we are moving things forward to the next level. We move forward to exclusive, girlfriend, boyfriend, commitment, possible marriage material or life partner, not dating other people. And I feel like the two of you are, it's funny because like with that exclusivity, it's kind of like we're finally putting a label on it for some of us, but for a lot of us, we haven't been seeing other people since this person came on our radar, and vice versa. They haven't been seeing other people since we came into their radar, or whatever the case might be. This person is certainly looking at you as marriage material. They see this connection having long-term potential to it, and they're wanting to continue to explore that. And we end with total connection, which is funny just because I kind of said something like that, but it was about the compatibility, I think. But we have like-minded, resonance and intimacy, compatible personality types, healthy attachment styles. All in all, I could not ask for a better reading, my pile twos. So I really, really hope that this reading resonated with those of us who it is meant for. Thank you so much for allowing me to do such a lovely little love reading, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 3, my blue goldstone pile. Let's take a look at how your person is currently feeling about you. Let's see what is going on in their mind in regard to the connection that you share with them. How are they currently feeling about you and about the connection that the two of you share? Oh, okay. We have the Hierophant. Can we go? Oh, yeah, we can. Okay, so I feel like starting off with these two cards, there's a couple different things that come to mind. The Hierophant to me is a good card to get in regard to a love reading because it's generally going to indicate commitment, love, marriage, etc. So to me, it would be a strong indication that this person sees and feels like there could be a long-term future ahead for the two of you. It could be an indication that this person feels like the two of you are going to move forward with one another and go that route. The Six of Pentacles would indicate that this person is giving and is feeling like there is equal time, effort, and energy being spent on this connection. They feel like this is a connection that is built on reciprocation, which is also beautiful to see here. It seems like you're putting in, or they feel like you're putting in just as much effort as they are. And I feel like that's important just because for me, it can feel like, you know, you feel like they want you just as much as you want them. And I feel like, of course, that's what we want to see here. You know, like that's what we want to see here. We want to feel like we're with someone who wants to be with us, and we want our person to know as well that we want to be with them. And I feel like that's something that's going on here. Now, the other thing too is I feel like the Hierophant can literally mean what's tradition. I forgot the word for a second. But the Hierophant can also translate to meaning tradition, and traditional relationships. And I feel like within this connection, it's almost as though this person's trying to pursue a traditional relationship with you. Now, what I will take from that is simply to mean that this person is looking for a traditional type of relationship. They're not looking to fuck around, let's say. They're not looking for friends with benefits. They're not looking to string you along. They're not looking to be in a situationship with you for God knows how long. I feel like this person is in search of / wants / has already been pursuing a traditional relationship with you. And I feel like that, to me, it's almost like bringing forth, especially with the Six of Pentacles next to it, and the Six of Pentacles is a card of reciprocation. I look at it as a card of time, effort, and energy. I look at it as a card of like putting in, like even at times, let's say putting in work into a relationship, showing that you can be supportive, showing that you can be uplifted, showing that you can be uplifting and supportive, etc. So for me, I feel like this person, in a sense, also wants to show you that they are, or that they will be able to provide you with whatever it is that you would want, need, deserve, and desire from this romantic relationship with one another. I hope that that makes sense in some way. Let's get some more cards out here. We have the Sun, and the Sun to me is definitely going to highlight, like, this person I feel like is trying to really build this connection. I don't know if that makes sense for some of us, but hopefully it does, where it's kind of like, to me, this person's trying to show you that they can be exactly who it is that you would want and need them to be. And I feel like this person's going about it in a very traditional route. Like, this person's asking you out on dates. This person is like reciprocating your energy when it comes to those dates. And I feel like this person, especially for some of them, it feels like this person wants to show you that they can provide. Okay, but moving off of that, the Sun to me is going to indicate truthfulness and honesty. It's going to represent compatibility between the both of you. It's going to represent that there is a fair deal of fulfillment that the both of you get from this connection. And my favorite thing about the Sun is the fact that the two of you feel like you can be yourselves around the other person. Okay, so let's get some cards out here. We've got the frickin' 10 of Cups, which is so beautiful to see here. Let's try to pull, maybe I'll try to pull all of the cards, but this seems like there is a lot going on here. Now we've got some idealism via the 7 of Cups and the Artist. So maybe for some of us, we're not exactly at the stage yet where we're being completely and totally honest with our person about the way in which we feel. However, at the same time, I feel like for many of us, we are dating this person. That's something that I feel like comes through with the Hierophant. Like, we're either dating this person or we will be very soon. This person sees a long-term future with us, or sees that there's long-term potential within this connection. And the idealism that comes through with the 7 of Cups and the Artist could be that they idealize this 10 of Cups happy family life with us. And that happy family life goes right back to the love, marriage, commitment of the Hierophant. Let's get a couple of more cards out here. We've got the 2 of Cups and one final card. This is so lovely. We had pile 2 is also equally as lovely as this pile is, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles sliding. Oh my goodness. So there's a lot going on here, and it's really all nice and lovely and beautiful to see. So the Hierophant representing love, marriage, and commitment. The 6 of Pentacles indicating mutual feelings, indicating mutual time, effort, and energy. A lot of reciprocation. The Sun representing that the two of you can be yourselves around one another. And then the 10 of Cups highlighting that this person feels like the two of you can end up in a very loving, very long-term, and very fulfilling romantic commitment with one another. Is a beautiful way to start the reading. We do move forward to the Seven of Cups and the Artist, which to me are mainly going to bring up idealism. However, I feel like for many of us, this idealism works within this connection because there are tangible things being done in real life to move this connection forward. You know, there's been equal time, effort, and energy. There's been mutual respect, mutual commitment, mutual loyalty, mutual honesty within this connection. There's been an expression for many of us when it comes to the way in which we are feeling, or we are literally dating this person at this point in time. Or again, all upcoming very soon into the near future when it comes to us and our person. And then we have the Ten of Cups, which to me indicates that this person has very strong romantic feelings for you, and that this person sees a future between the both of you. The idealism isn't that bad here because there's all of these things happening in real life, the expression of feelings, the equal time, effort, and energy, and all that other mutual stuff, and then the mutual commitment that comes through with the Hierophant would all highlight that the idealism is mainly because maybe for some of us we're at the beginning stages of our connection with this person, and this person is idealizing that we and them have a very healthy, loving, long-term future ahead of us. We move forward to the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups would indicate to me that this is a very balanced and loving connection, that this is yet again a connection where you feel like you can confide in your person, you feel like you can be yourself around your person, you feel like you and your person are on the same page or highly compatible about a lot of things. And then we end with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles yet again indicating that us and our person are really looking ahead or looking forward toward and idealizing about the fact that this could be a very long-term commitment to one another. I feel like we've got the happy family card and then another happy family card, a card that indicates love, marriage, and commitment, and a card that represents fulfilling long-term relationships. To me, overall, it seems as though this connection is absolutely heading in the right direction. I feel like for some of us, I'm going to say, and it's not in a bad way, I feel like some of us are further ahead with this person than others. And that's okay because for the current energy of this connection, let's say, it's absolutely being highlighted here that this person wants to move things forward. And it's also being highlighted that this person is putting in the effort and that this person is expressing themselves. So even if things are not at the point where the both of you are dating one another yet, I feel like you're seeing more of this person. I feel like this person is showing you more of themselves. And I feel like this person is, for some of them, slowly but surely opening up to you more and more to the point where it is that, like, to the point where they are going to be making some real tangible movement forward. But I do feel like for many of us, we've already made positive movement forward toward this person, or they have made that positive movement forward toward us. I feel like many of us are dating this person, or we're already exclusive with this person. But as always, if the reading does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. But I do feel like for many of us, we are perhaps dating this person at this point in time. Let's get a couple of oracle cards out here. We have the I like you card. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, want to date. I feel like, again, for some of us, we are, I'm going to say the word, further behind than the others. While there's some people that are further ahead than us, it really does seem as though there are mutual feelings within this connection. It seems as though the two of you can see and idealize a future between the two of you. And even though there's that idealization taking place, there's still real tangible movement forward between the both of you. I feel like some of us lost half the deck into my lap, but I feel like some of us are, or I feel like, I guess let's say maybe it's 50-50. Because I feel like some of us are just dating this person or are just romantically interested in this person. And I feel like others are definitely, like, we have an established romantic relationship with this person already. All in all, everything to me is, like, making this such a lovely reading But what I really like about it is the fact that there's the time, effort, and energy, and the fact that the two of you are feeling very comfortable expressing yourselves to the other person. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. Overall, it is such a lovely reading. We have palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Let's get 2 more oracle cards out here. But again, the stability and security aspect of it, I feel like definitely comes from the Hierophant, comes from the 6 of Pentacles, comes from the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. This person sees and wants and feels that there is a stable, long-term commitment with one another. We already got from the first card, the Hierophant, that this person has love, marriage, and commitment on the mind. You know, like this person isn't looking for... So this person isn't looking for like a casual commitment by any means. This person is looking for somebody who they can learn with and grow with throughout time. We have the Ascending card, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union, which I feel like the both of y'all are absolutely doing at this point in time. And let's get one last card. We also have bold move, and I feel like that's especially important for those of us that are maybe just romantically interested in this person, or for those of us that have been dating this person, and maybe the two of us aren't committed to one another yet, and maybe that's why the idealism jumped out doubly, to show how much idealism there is. Whatever the case might be, an invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, a gift for someone or for yourself. For many of us, this connection is being moved forward to the next level of commitment. I feel like for many of us, this connection is one which will deepen now and continue to deepen throughout time with one another. I feel like the two of you might be at a point, might be at a stage within this connection where maybe we are preparing for union, or we are already in union with one another, but it definitely seems as though there's long-term potential here. It seems as though your person is wanting to move this connection forward. And even though you and your person might at times idealistically think ahead to the future, the two of you are making real tangible movement forward. And the two of you are showing one another and being there for one another and expressing to one another that the two of you want to move forward, or want to move to the next step or phase of whatever this connection is right now. All in all, this is a beautiful spread. I am so happy because I got to do 2 very lovely love readings today. I feel like you and this person are definitely on the same page and are highly compatible about what it is that you want from the future with one another, and that's going to be something that allows for the two of you to continuously learn and grow with one another throughout time. Thank you so much, Pile 3. It was an absolute pleasure, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.